All right.
Business.
Does anybody remember what happened last time on D&D?
Fuck no.
I got a sarcophagus.
It's only been 9 years. All right. So
We did a whole lot of Back to the Future shit.
we did. Yeah, last time was a lot of Back to the Future shit.
Uh,
Um.
uh, I was telling James, not James, god damn it, John earlier. I was like, it was giving me some Trigger vibes.
Yeah.
Like we're fucking with time, but we didn't realize we were fucking with time until it was already like fucked.
Yeah. Well, I think it's now that you know that time is involved, you can tailor your decisions.
Act
Uh,
accordingly.
all right. So last time, you guys took your potion and you drank some of it, and all of you woke up in the meteor where you guys had first met
Originally.
Zenthal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when they
And you went back through the meteor and you found that some things were very different. Um, and then once you exited the meteor, you found that
Things were
there
more
was
different.
yeah, things were much more different. There was water instead of a dry land. When you got to the village, things were somewhat changed, and you guys sought out Gavin Duststone at the inn, and you spoke with him a bit. And
Wasn't it something like we'd only been gone for an hour or something like that?
yeah. Thea didn't even believe that you guys went to the meteor. She thought that you guys had chickened out and decided not to go. That's how short of a time span it had been. So for where you are, it's only been um, a couple of hours at most. It hasn't been very long. You guys did find, I believe her name was Tears in the Rain.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
Tears in the
And you
Rain
talked,
and the descendant of that shopkeep we originally found or met.
yes, yes. Uh, the descendant's name was Chelseth after her uh,
Great, great, great,
long
great, great,
dead.
great, 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 great,
Yeah,
great, 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 great aunt.
exactly. So, um, you talked a bit. You visited the blacksmith, um, who, oddly enough, had the exact same weapon that Garrett's character has, and his wife is alive. So, some things have changed, some things have remained the same, and you guys were debating on going. You were going to the inn, um, and that was we left it at you guys going to the inn. And y'all were going to talk about going to try to learn about Ironhaven, or what it is now called Alamoth. So, as it stands, it's the next morning. You guys wake up. You go downstairs. Gavin is at the table reading a book. Thea is in the back cooking something, and it's just a quiet morning. What do you guys do?
Ooh, um,
Well, so many things have happened. Not sure where to start.
uh, Gavin, what's on the menu for breakfast? Cause kind of need to clear my head a little bit and get some food to think about what's going on.
He leans back and kind of glances behind him at whatever Thea's doing, and he says, "It looks like she's got eggs and sausage."
Sounds fantastic. I'll take that and 2 mugs.
He nods his head and fills it up, and after a little while, he gets you guys what you're looking for, and he serves you your plates of food. And he just says, if you have any questions about anything, or you want to know anything, just let me know. And he kind of goes back to reading his book.
God, I have got to do something with my fucking notes. They are so fucking ridiculous right now. I have this little chain going that's just reading dash hermit dash demon dash knight. I don't know what the fuck any of that means.
So that was your card reading.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So for mine, when that happens, I put them in parentheses. But each time I make notes, I mark the date in the notes and then what we did. And just
Yeah,
basically
that
write
would
out
be
a
a much
paragraph.
better thing, because like everything is so like just I'm like just taking, and every time like I have NPCs is just sort of listed in here, and then like every time new information comes up about them, I just sort of throw it in there with them, with no concept of when that happened, how it happened, what this information means to anything else. Like, I don't know. I've never been a great note taker.
All right, so all of us are sitting around at the table.
Yeah, you guys are just sitting eating breakfast together.
Is there anyone else?
Some of us
in
are.
the area. Anyone else in the tavern other than us?
Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I've been talking for like 15 minutes or whatever since Patrick called.
Oh, you're like super low, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using like their headset, so I don't.
Yeah, you
know how to turn
you
it
can
up.
turn it up on the on the physical headset.
All right, I'm bumping up your volume, just like keep talking, see if you sound a little
What
better.
about now?
No,
Oh,
Whoa.
that's a lot better. Fuck yeah.
Got some baritone going on.
Well, I decided to try and log in, and everything was like, "I don't know you. That's my purse."
You ain't my daddy.
What you got?
All right, what's that like?
Sounds good.
Okay.
So is there anyone else in the tavern with us?
There's a few just townspeople who are just kind of sitting there and kind of eating breakfast and chatting, but not really anybody important for sure. Just some regulars.
Dude, sorry, I forgot it was D&D. It was like totally zoomed out. I was looking at how to emulate stuff on my Steam Deck, like Garrett told me.
Hell yeah!
RPG.
I literally
Time
just
well spent.
I just literally got my 1 terabyte internal SSD to put in it. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I might have all the things.
GameCube, Wii, all kind of shit. It gets crazy.
Fuck yeah.
PlayStation 2. What is the town we were about to go to again? The new name, not the old name.
Alamoth.
So, Alamoth.
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 How much data do we have on that? I forget.
I don't. All you really know, as far as I remember, is that it used to be called Ironhaven a long time ago. Ironhaven was the city that you guys were supposed to be checking out in the other time.
I'm level 5, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Y'all are. I'm not.
Oh yeah, a couple of you cocksuckers got the fucking good pulls on the cards.
And you know that the descendant of King Whitestone is currently in charge of the city. It's a very large city. I mean, you know about the city already, but none of you have ever been to the city.
Well, we never made it there.
No.
Last time you guys decided to stop at the inn, and
oh, okay, and shit just fucking went down, and we ended up making it back here before we ever made it to Ironhaven.
Right. You guys chose to do some other stuff instead. But you guys, I think y'all were about halfway to Ironhaven in the other thing. But
I
this
think
one,
Quintorius is on his way.
okay. But in this one, you guys were, you were debating on whether or not you were going to go to Ironhaven, which is now called Alamoth, and you decided to stop at the inn for the night before you guys made the decision the next day. That's where we are right now.
Yeah. Do we have any actual understanding about how long of a journey this is going to be?
Well, if it's the same place, I believe last time it was just going to be a few days travel, maybe a week at most, depending. If I
it's only a few days travel, and there are
well kept roads, I assume.
This is a lot different than the other scenario where you guys don't have horses and things like that. You guys have access to carriages. You guys can get to the other cities without a lot of fuss or issue.
Well,
Caleb, you're muted.
No, no, I'm in a hotel.
Wheezy Wayne Quintorius over here.
What's the racial demographics of the Alamo?
Are you a racist crow man?
You can ask Gavin. Gavin can give you more information if you wanted to know it.
I will ask him if he's working right now. Early breakfast.
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting around reading a book, though. I mean, it's not a busy time. And when you ask, he just says, "What makes you want to go to Alamoth?"
It's been 3 months. I don't remember.
So the reason why you guys wanted to go to Alamoth was that it is the future city of where you guys were going in the past, and you were going to find whether or not King Whitestone had been killed and what caused him to get killed. And in this, you guys were hoping to converse with his descendant and possibly find out more about what killed him and how he died, and like the logistics of what went on in order to possibly change the past change the future.
Historical research.
Yeah, okay. Don't want to explain all that, but seeking answers.
Well, he just says, well, Alamoth is a good place. It's not yet. Alamoth is a good place. It's a fair city with, anyone can make a living there. It's just a bit busy for my tastes.
Its population is much larger than it is here.
Oh, quite a bit. It's one of the largest cities on the continent.
I see.
You fix the leftovers, go take a bowl behind the sink. Oh,
In real life, that's like, no fucking thank you.
What?
What a diverse city.
Big city.
It is a sprawling metropolis. I turned it off. Yes?
Lily, go put the new bowl.
Why aren't y'all turning on Bluey?
I'm gonna go wash off, and so while I'm doing the thing,
Okay.
Lily. Louie will know if you don't put your bowl.
It's the sprawling metropolis. There are races from everywhere in this place. It's like
There we go.
Put the bowl up.
it's the closest thing to like New York City.
So
It's in this place.
you guys about got me jumped.
You guys
I was in the middle,
sir.
I was in the middle of a hotel, and somebody said, "What is the racial demographic?" And I'm in the middle of New Orleans. I was trying
Why the
to
fuck
turn
you
the
didn't come see
laptop
me
off.
up in the middle of New Orleans?
I was trying to turn my laptop off, and you're in New Orleans?
Alright guys, one episode of Bluey, I will be down shortly.
What's the racial
I'm gonna be
demographic
in
in
bed.
New Orleans?
Oh no.
Oh
I'll be
no.
up there for I don't even know. So, no.
Okay, so
All right, guys, we're trying to get Caleb shot tonight.
you, what do you,
Sounded very much like we almost did.
Yeah, the receptionist gave me a dirty look.
That's right, white power.
Oh my god, I'm glad I'm in my room, bro.
Oh god, dude. Oh my
He
god,
just straight up slung that motherfucker.
Hit him with it.
bro.
anyway,
Hurry
Did we
up,
level
brother! Get away from them coons.
Oh my god.
This is recorded, you know.
yeah.
Oh wow.
This goes on the internet,
Edit
and
this
people
one.
will know.
Yeah,
who you are.
yeah. Well, they won't
The
know who
editing
we
was-
are,
Just
but
Nobody
immediately-
knows who the hell I am.
Caleb's like, I'm never gonna be popular. It doesn't matter.
And if
how
they can't
terrible I
tell
am.
from this context, it's all sarcastic. I don't know what to do for them.
Did we level up to
I'll have-
6?
No, John
Only-
leveled up.
John
Only
leveled
he
up
likes to
6.
throw in everyone's fucking face.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pulled
What does mean?
that card.
Sean also pulled it too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So
Where's his ass?
I don't know.
Currently in not Australia, fucking New
Auschwitz?
Zealand,
Tasmania.
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 Which
That's what
I
it
don't
was.
know the geological difference, honestly.
It's an island south of Australia that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's off the side of the flat Earth. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually like nowhere near New Zealand.
Well, I say we actually finish eating, make our preparations, and actually get out there to Alamoth.
I'm rolling with that.
That sounds great. I suppose if these are well-traveled roads, we shouldn't have too many issues. Perhaps we can find a caravan to guard for a couple extra coins.
Patrick, are you on mic sensitivity?
Yeah, your mic sensitivity is high.
I don't know. No, I do have children screaming like belligerent crazy.
I just hear a TV show.
Yeah.
Nothing but kids' TV show.
I'm pretty sure I do have mic sensitivity on.
Just turn it up a little.
Try. Let's see.
There we go.
Hey, can y'all stop?
Turn that mic sensitivity right the fuck up now.
It's literally, yeah, it's on. Hey, do me a favor and absolutely cut it out. Are you want me to turn Bluey
It
on?
also solves the problem.
I'll do that. We can turn the TV off. Y'all can go to sleep right now. No books, no nothing. Want to do that?
Ooh.
All right then. Cut it out. Sweet Jesus. All right. Anyway, is that any better?
Yes.
It's a little
Yes.
better, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, if you guys want to go to Alamoth, you can literally take a carriage. Like you don't have to. It's not something that you're going to have to walk or do anything like that. This is not that kind of world where you don't have free access to transportation. Like you guys got here in carriages, and it cost you next to nothing.
I didn't.
No.
Do you happen
So-
to have
so it
a
cost
bigger
you
map like
nothing.
that other map you made?
Of Alamoth?
No, not of Alamoth, but you know how you had the one for Antaron?
Yes. What do you want to knock off?
Well, I'm just saying,
Oh, cool, man.
isn't Alamoth kind of a city over? Or it's
Are you asking
like I want a map
okay,
of where we're at and where we're going.
where you are currently? I do not have them. Well, I do have one, but it's on the other computer.
Lane.
This is the map of Alamoth.
And it's roughly a day's travel by carriage to here.
Yeah.
Correct?
You're right.
Okay.
Tadpole shaped city.
So It's probably fucking, I don't know, 70 miles.
Yeah, it's a good ways
Like-
away from where you
Like a
live.
few days travel.
By foot, it would probably be 2 or 3 days. By carriage, it's probably just a day, and it'll only cost, I think, like 10 silver is what I had set aside, like for the price that it would take to go from where you are currently to Alamoth, because Alamoth is all. I mean, it's like this hub city, so it doesn't cost much to go there as much as it costs to go around it and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Do we know anything about how safe the roads are between this city and that one?
We can ask.
Yeah, you can ask Gavin. Gavin will tell you that they are. They're just regular roads. There's nothing really to worry about. You're not gonna really run into anything.
Shawty
Let's
call
see.
911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor.
Whoa. But yeah, like, there's always chances of fucking brigands, but for the vast majority of things, like, it's just not gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is such a well-traveled road that this is not something that you should like. You wouldn't be concerned about it.
Yeah. Oh.
So what do you guys want to do?
But fucking let these fucking meat sacks finish their meal and we can get on the road.
Yeah, are there any precautions you guys want to take before we leave?
Trojan.
What'd you say?
Extra large condoms, please.
Oh, Trojans.
Caleb's gonna need him for all that sweet butt love, and he's gonna be getting.
He needs them to offer out, not to use.
I'll give him a good, neat old wienering.
Forrest
Did we
made
get
it
all
in.
the gun people, revolvers, and whatever else?
I think everybody set up.
Garrett got him a fancy gun, and then
Yeah.
oh
we
yeah,
bought-
and then
we
he
bought
was
me
like, I got this
regular
basic
guns.
ass revolver, and then he gave it to Caleb, right?
Yeah.
I replaced my revolvers with really good ones thanks to you, and then gave my other pistol to Caleb, and then got a spell gun that doesn't do much for me right now, but maybe someday.
Maybe one day.
One day.
If we need to rest before the trip, we'll rest, and then if it's time
Well,
to
you
go,
guys
time to go.
y'all just rested. Y'all are
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we woke
Time to
up
go
and
then.
we're having
Let's do it
breakfast.
again. Let's just sleep.
Yeah, just like in real life, when I wake up, I want to go right back to sleep.
What about second sleep?
What about second sleep?
So yes, let's procure ourselves a wagon and head out.
Okay. You guys talk with Gavin. Touch base with him, see what he has or what he can help you guys get, and sure enough, he goes and he finds the guy, the carriage driver, and gets the carriage situated. And before you leave, he says, "Wait! And he stops you. And he says, "Here, you guys went to the meteor and back, and I'm a man of my word." And he hands you the money.
Oh, right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we got paid?
Yep.
How much did we get
No
paid?
idea.
Because I just got back.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the money.
It was a lot of fucking money, though. I don't remember. Wasn't it like 500 gold each?
I don't
That
know.
sounds
I
a little
wasn't
low. I think it
here,
was like
so I have
700.
no idea.
I don't know if I wrote that down or just let John put it all in it.
It's
but-
on. It's on my notes on the other computer, and I
Yeah,
can't. It's
I
not
didn't
plugged
write
in.
those
So
notes down because when we started, I said I wasn't taking care of it this time, and I had to change that.
just for
No one was
now.
fucking
Just
right.
for now. Just for now. Put 500 gold into your pockets.
Yeah.
If it changes, I will.
Where the hell did that clapping come from?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but now it's asking me if I want to adjust my soundboard volume.
Did the same
Yeah.
thing to me.
We have
Yeah.
soundboards?
It's
Where do I get that?
Forrest. Forrest, are you making those
Open
noises?
soundboard.
I did the second one. I didn't do the applause.
right.
Nice.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a
What
good
the
one.
fuck is happening?
Wait, where is that?
Ethan just showed me where it is.
Where is it? Because
It's
oh
the
my
musical
god.
note by the. It's the musical note by the settings. Like right above user settings, it says open soundboard.
Well, I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, there's so many. All right. Anyway,
Disable it.
Oh no.
Anyway. so you guys get a carriage, or two, depending on how comfortable you want to be on the journey, and you guys hit the road to Alamoth.
All I know is I opened the one for Derek's Discord, and the first one is Trump cum. So
Well, that's terrifying.
I wanted to hear it, but I have to subscribe for that.
Not sure I want to hear that one.
I want to hear it.
Whistling Dixie.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Well,
Okay.
this is
My favorite one is this. This is my favorite that I've ever found.
Of course.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Alright.
What?
What?
Anyway, Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Unless you
No.
only hear it, so it doesn't preview.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Is
that Quintorius Wheezy Quintorius's backstory? He's from the Shadow Wizard gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Yeah.
All right, so the path to Alamoth is relatively free from any trouble. Outside of a couple of small towns along the way, nothing really happens, and you arrive at the gates of Alamoth. The carriage driver kind of leans back and says, "Do you guys want me to drive the carriage into the city, or do you want me to just drop you here?" He kind of insinuates, like he says it in a way that kind of makes you think that that's not what you should be doing.
I don't think we should drive the carriage into the city because if anything,
Wait,
that's
he's
kind of
insinuating
out.
riding it into town is odd? Is what
Yeah,
he's insinuating?
like you guys are right outside of the gates.
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's sort of like, yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about driving this thing into the city.
I'm on in the city. I'm playing.
Of
course.
No, let's not do that.
We shall make our exit here, and you may do what you wish. And
he tips his hat and says, thank you for your help, and if y'all need anything else, just send word, and I can always come get you from wherever. It doesn't matter, where I'm at, etc. Just send word to Gavin, and I'll be able to come pick you back up.
how much are your troubles?
He just says 10 silver will do.
All right. Well, I'll give him 2 gold.
He's
Have a
He's
good
like-
day.
he's like slightly horrified by how much money this is that you're giving him. He's just like, I don't.
This is
I don't
the means of production
It's-
in the hands of the peasants.
He's just like, I don't know if I can take this. This is a lot of.
Only-
Accept it.
It's double what you asked for. Now get the fuck out of here.
No, it's not.
It's 20 times what he asked for.
My friend, do you understand
Do I have-
how currency
do I-
works?
We don't do math.
I don't know how currency works, apparently. I thought 10 silver pieces was 1 gold piece.
Good
Um,
ice
I wrong?
cutter.
100 silver pieces is 1 gold piece.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
This man asked for like $5, and you said, here's 5 C
No,
notes.
No, it's not.
It's more. It's a lot more than that, actually.
Here's $5,000, bro.
Yeah, she just
Wait,
asked
what?
him like a roll of money, basically.
The waiter asked for a tip, and you just gave him a bank account. Like,
No,
it's-
no. 10
Yeah.
silver pieces is 1 gold piece.
Yeah, I was about to
Unless,
say that, yeah.
unless currency works different in this world.
Oh, I was always going by the 100
No,
rule.
100 copper.
Oh, no.
is
100
1
copper is 1 gold.
Ah, okay.
It goes
Okay.
up by 10s.
Ah, that makes sense.
Except for Electrum. Electrum is like some stupid
Garbage that no
thing
one
where
uses.
Yeah.
It's like euros. No one uses it.
Exactly.
Well, he's super appreciative and just thanks you and kind of heads on his way. And the gates are closed. Alamoth, from where as you're walking up and seeing the city, Alamoth is this this sprawling city, and it's nestled into these rugged mountains, kind of like the Rocky Mountains, called the Windigar Mountains. It's it's just its grandeur is matched only by all of the tales that surround the city. It's this larger than life place. And
Are we
as
approaching from the southern road, or are we like from the northern road?
you were approaching from the southern road.
I'm assuming the big main one that goes straight through the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from the
That's a river.
summer gate.
Oh, that's a river that cuts through the whole thing?
Yes. That is a big-ass river.
Oh, I thought that was a road.
No.
My bad.
You guys are coming. There is a southern thing that
Big
goes
vein.
through the summer gate.
Okay, I see this little... Or is that a wall line?
That is a wall line.
Okay, so they don't exactly have roads marked out on here then.
Right, I know. I don't really know why the hell roads aren't marked, but it is what it is. There is as you guys are approaching, you're able to see that it's although it is an amazingly massive thing, it's very imposing, and there's this giant wall that kind of encircles the entirety of the city.
And we're on the outside of this wall?
Yeah.
On the southern side?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's clear that it's made of thick iron, and you can tell that the iron that this wall is composed of was mined from these mountains specifically, because there's lines and pockets of iron that you can see still in the mountains.
Yeah.
The massive gates to the city are inlaid with precious metals swirling in intricate patterns. The doors are like 50 foot tall. And there's an area with a little, like a peephole that you can walk up to try to kind of ask for entrance into the city.
Knock, knock. We're here to see the fucking wizard.
You guys knock, and a little door slides open about 4 feet from the ground. And it says, you hear a gruff voice, "State your business."
Well,
This is the guy in the gate.
Yeah, this is down
everyone
inside
speak
the gate.
up at once.
Do
We are
I,
here doing some historical research on your ancient king Revenir. We seek to explore your libraries. Maybe speak to some of his descendants.
After a pause, the door shuts, and you kind of hear, there's some bustling on the other side, and then the door opens again, and a large, like a roll of parchment, unfurls itself out of the door and up against your feet, and it has really tiny writing all the way down it, and down on the bottom, there are several lines, and it says, "Sign this."
The guy says sign
I ask,
Yeah.
what for, and does all of us need to sign?
You hear the guy huff. He's like, "Oh, everyone has to sign in order to enter the kingdom. It's just the way things are."
I sign
That's not a
Osama
fake
bin Laden.
Oh my god.
I begin reading the fine print. Hold on, son. I must read this.
The dwarf is just he doesn't really give a shit. He just lets you do whatever you're gonna do. As long as you sign it at the end, he doesn't really care.
So for the next 3.5 hours, I read this thing.
I say, give me that shit, and I sign
While
Joe
he's
for
reading
him.
the top of it, I grab the bottom of it and I sign a name.
I'm actually going to manifest an echo to sign.
That's an interesting idea.
So what is the gist of this thing? Because
It basically
my old ass has nothing but time to fucking sit here and read.
It basically says you have to follow the rules and the laws of the city, or if you don't, you will have there will be retribution against you. Basically, you have to make sure that you're not being a piece of shit in the city. It's just the basic laws of the city.
So it's a complete and comprehensive list of all of the rules of the said city.
Yeah.
Anything out of the ordinary in these rules and laws?
No, but there is one part that you may want to know about that says that all laws are dictated by Moira Whitestone.
Good sir, when this says all laws are dictated by Moira Whitestone, does this mean that she has free reign to change them at any point in time?
It does.
Will I be notified if rules have changed?
And he just kind of sits there and goes, "Why would you be notified?"
So that I don't break said laws after she's changed them.
Are you going to sign or not?
Not until I am fully aware of what I'm signing. I've been around this place for quite a while.
He just shakes his head and says,
my reputation.
"Damn lawyers."
He's still talking.
He just says, "The rule of the land is that Moira Whitestone, queen of above stone, can make whatever laws she sees fit. She is the queen. She makes the laws. She hasn't had to change a law in over 75 years."
Well, that's quite a short time frame.
He kind of eyes you like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
Well, I'll just have to stay on my toes, I suppose. So, I go ahead and sign this.
Okay. He after you sign it, he kind of slowly kind of pulls it back and makes sure there's signatures. He counts all of you to make sure that there's the same amount of signatures. And then he like makes a humph sound and then shuts the door, and it's quiet for like several minutes. And finally, you hear this like whirring noise as it kind of like the doors begin to like slowly creak open, and the weight of these massive, heavy, thick doors. Kind of you get the gist of how massive these things are, and then you find yourself immersed in this bustling metropolis, where races from all corners of the realm converge. The cityscape is a harmonious blend of ancient dwarven architecture and newer cosmopolitan designs. The narrow streets wind their way through the city, lined with multi-story buildings that create a labyrinthine atmosphere. Stone bridges arch over canals, connecting districts and providing breathtaking views of cascading waterfalls that punctuate the cityscape. There are masters of magic who are casting spells to entertain children who laugh and play with the silly-looking illusions. The warm and savory smell of bread wafts from bakeries nearby, causing your stomachs to rumble and filling your souls with the promise of what the future holds. From where you stand, you can see the heart of Alamoth, where the royal citadel lies, an awe-inspiring structure that serves as both the residence of Moira Whitestone and the center of governance. The citadel's towering spires reach toward the heavens, proclaiming the city's might and the leadership's unwavering presence. As you can kind of, you sort of already know a little bit about Alamoth from a distance, having lived in this country but never having come to Alamoth. You know that it's renowned for its bustling marketplaces, where the merchants peddle their wares from far-flung lands. You can see stalls and shops overflowing with exotic goods, from enchanted artifacts, spell components, to rare gemstones, and masterfully crafted weapons. The city's artisans are renowned for their skills, and they can be found in different districts depending on where you want to go. but all of them that you can find are working diligently to produce fine jewelry or ornate armor or intricate metalwork from the sprawl that you can see from where you're standing. You also notice that the city's inhabitants reflect its diverse nature. Dwarves are the dominant population, and you can see that there are plenty of them going about their daily tasks. Um, but there are elves and humans, halflings, dragonborn, and tieflings, as well as many of the rarer races that add to the tapestry of life of Alamoth. Cultural diversity and the celebration of different traditions are clearly embraced and foster an atmosphere of acceptance and understanding here.
After all of my reading earlier of all the laws and regulations of this town, what do I know of their ganja trade?
There are a number of
Is it legal or illegal or frowned upon?
it's legal.
All right,
Hey,
then I will not take super particular note.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's that. Surprisingly enough, that's a very normalized thing here. Nobody really looks at it with any kind of.
I think I will stop and purchase a present for my dear friend for the next time that I see him.
Uh, well, off to your right, you can see a thin smoke cloud kind of easing its way around a building. And whenever you go around, you find a group of old tabaxi just kind of sitting and smoking and talking about the weather and the day and just whatever they kind of feel like.
My good sirs, may I get one sick spliff, please?
One of the fucking tabaxis has an acoustic guitar, and his name is Wiley Nelson.
Oh, that's so
Friend of
good.
mine quite frequently speaks of these sick spliffs, and I thought I might buy one for him so that he may partake of it the next time I see him.
Uh, one of the uh, one of the tabaxi. Hang on. The one of the older tabaxis who's sitting there just kind of he looks over at you and he kind of strokes his chin a little bit. He says, "I have a rule here in Alamoth uh, that whenever I see a new race, I always give them whatever they ask for free the first time." And he said, "I've never met one like you. Tell me, what are you?"
I, it's hard to say, but I am mostly human.
non-binary.
He's just asking Josh.
He laughs and says, "I've met quite a few humans in my time, and that is not what you are, sir."
He said mostly. Let's move it along.
I'm afraid that that's the best explanation that I can provide, as to I am not quite sure myself.
He said, "Well, you can choose to keep your secrets if you wish." He goes, "My name is Jolly Lock, and here, this is for you." And he reaches in and hands you a spliff.
There we go. Oh, it seems that my friend has just showed up.
Oh, I've just woken up, apparently. Great timing.
It is great timing. I just acquired this one sick spliff for you, my
dear.
friend.
Thank you very much. What a greeting. Duros praise you, my brother. Thank you.
Duros praise you as well.
The tabaxi all smile and nod and just continue smoking.
Hell yeah.
Well, that takes care of that. Onward to our historical Observations, I suppose.
Yeah, you guys can do just about anything you want in the city.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do here other than like just
Indoor skydiving.
head to
What?
the fucking like library and at least like put on a show that we're like doing this research and then try to reach out to the queen, I guess she is, Moria, and see if we can get an audience. Or we can go straight there and see if we can get an audience without doing this, but like I don't know how
So,
I
so
don't know how
basically,
tight her information network works. So that's the only
yeah.
reason that I'm edging towards like doing library shit first.
Well, if you guys have anything that you want to do, um, that you could go a lot of different directions.
The whole time that we're in here, going in between, like passing through the city, I'm gonna make note of any type of potential escape routes or where any type of like what criminal trade routes might look like from previous experiences.
Okay. You don't see a lot of path for that, and not because it isn't something that happens here, but because there's not a lot of reason for that to be a thing in the city. For the most part, everything is legal here, except for, hurting other people or being a big piece of shit. Like, people just kind of, it's sort of a live and let live situation.
All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm just gonna keep eye out for valuables and things like that.
Yeah.
In case
No,
something
that's
happens,
fantastic idea.
I'll know exactly what might have went down.
Is there anything you guys want to purchase or anything you guys? I mean, you guys just made a lot of money. You have free reign to go buy just about about anything you want.
I was having a guy make some swords for me, but he doesn't exist anymore.
How much did we buy? I mean, did we get?
You guys, I'm pretty sure you all got 500 gold.
Damn.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of money. And remember, weapons are not the only thing that you can buy.
Yeah, so
I only have 100 gold in my bag. How much should I have?
600. Yeah.
We all got 500?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll actually go to an apothecary and see what healing potions they have, because you never know.
Let's see. Hang on.
I'd be interested to see if they had some kind of curiosity shop.
Okay, yeah, there is one. So first, John, there's a place called the Crumbled Earth. You can smell some incenses burning in this place, and the windows are kind of tinged this red color, and they have these really ornate wood carvings on the windows. When you enter, there are hundreds and hundreds of glass jars filled with different things. Some of them are as simple as, dandelion petals or different flowers. Others are, like the eyes from different creatures, piled up in this nasty ooze. But there's no one there until you step forward into the shop. As soon as you step into the shop, a person appears behind the counter, as though through magic, and says, hello, what can I get for you? And when you look at them, something about them seems a bit strange. Not foreboding or something you don't want to look at, but just kind of off, like they're human adjacent, but you're not entirely sure.
All right. I'll respond back saying, I'm wondering if you have any healing potions or restorative salves that I might be able to procure just in case things get a little hairy out and about outside the city.
Well, we at the Crumbled Earth tend to make whatever people want when they ask for it. So tell me, what kind of healing potion would you like?
Just a standard healing potion would be perfectly fine. I just need one to make sure I can cover my bases.
Let's see. She turns and kind of in this like wispy quality, sort of kind of goes and looks through the jars and grabs one and then another, filled with different things. And then she lays them out on the counter and says, for a standard healing potion, it would be 50 gold. For a better healing potion, I could do 100 gold.
This guy's after your money.
Yeah, shit, expensive.
Yeah, it's a girl. But it just depends on how much healing you wish to accomplish, how much help you want.
Welcome to the American healthcare system.
Well, let's we could do the 100 gold one. That'd be fine. I want to make sure that whatever happens, I can still come back fairly easy off of it.
She nods and says, I completely understand. And she turns around and kind of like I said, just in this like fluid motion, she snatches 2 more jars off of the back table and says, it'll only be a moment. And she walks over to this mortar, this very large mortar and pestle. She plucks 3 eyes from one jar, some dried, it looks like dried reptile skins from another. Then she sprinkles in some black spherical objects, some very small ones, and then a dash of some red powder. And then finally, whenever she's begun grinding all of it up, and whenever that's become a paste, she pours a small bit of this very, very bright and pungent smelling, almost like orangish red colored liquid that has little flakes of gold in it. And she pours it into it and she smashes it up, and then she pours it into its own little container, and she stoppers it, hands it over, and says, it's 100 gold.
I
put 100 gold on the table.
Would you like one as well?
No. But the healing of this group is supposed to be by my hand.
She nods earnestly and says, now that is something I can understand. And she slides 50 of it back to you and says, 50 is enough. I understand what it means to look after people that you love.
I do what I can.
Zenthal, are you sure you didn't have to?
Doros has commanded me to take care of all of you. If you are insecure in my ability to keep you up, then I shall purchase you this token to give you security.
It's not really as much as the insecurity and abilities. It's fail-safe in case things happen to you as well.
And the shopkeep, the alchemist, or the apothecary, she puts her hand on your hand, Josh, and says, sometimes even we need to be looked after as well.
That may be the case, but I do have a divine calling, and I intend to keep it. your healing, whether it comes from these potions or my devotion to Doros, it will be by me. Does anyone else need a potion?
I'll take one.
She nods and goes through the motions and makes a second one.
Say no.
And it is a greater potion of healing, and it heals 4d4 plus 4.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Are there any like war animal shops?
War animal?
Yeah, like a wolf or something.
Oh, you mean like a
pet.
companion pet? Oh.
Yes.
One
that can actually attack and shit.
That's generally. I mean, there are.
Is that not a thing?
No, it is a thing.
It's
there
more
are
of a
places in the
ranger
city.
thing, but
It-
you
well-
probably still have one.
Yeah. How's this? I mean, let's say that you want to get a pet, like a pet to use. You can get one and then train it over time, and then I'll let you use it once you train it. But it will take probably a couple of levels before you're at that point.
How's your animal handling?
I can handle some things, you know. Let me see.
It's literally a stat.
Yeah, I would say depending on what your animal handling is, should determine how long it takes before you can accurately utilize it as a combat pet.
Trying to find it.
It's under skills.
Yeah, go to skills. It's going to be the second one down.
Where the fuck is
If you're using
skill?
D&D Beyond, it's like
Oh.
the very center.
Mine is +1.
It's not very high.
No, you might.
It's not very low, but it's not very high.
You might struggle, but you can give it a shot. Forrest, let's take care of your thing first, and then we can go into Caleb's animal
Plus
handling.
one is like knowing the difference between slapping the cat and scratching it.
Yeah.
How much do you want for that second potion?
50 gold.
Okay. I just wanted to get that marked off real quick.
And before you guys leave that shop, she nods at you and says, Duros be with you.
Doris be with you as well.
She just nods and, lets you guys go on your way. Forrest, you said you were looking for an oddities shop?
Yes.
Yeah, he's trying to find that monkey mermaid.
Yeah, you ask around, and people kind of guide you to this. They guide you to this building that is somewhat disconnected from the rest of them, I guess is the best way to put it. It's not a bad thing, but it's clear that it is not like your everyday thing. Like, people don't just go in there and hang out, It's sort of like run down. The roof needs work. It's just kind of in a funky part of town. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, not saying like I'm in a bad neighborhood.
Other side of Florida.
I'm just not well up.
It's
where I'm at.
It's not quite Plank Road.
It's not
It is-
quite downtown Denham, but it is still Denham,
Yeah. It's called the Cyclops Eye, and it has like a picture of this like very absurd looking eye right in the center of the front of the building. And the windows are open, and like you can see inside that there's all kinds of weird shit all over the shelves. So, excuse me. When you go inside, there are like strange taxidermied animals and chests and like just individual items that are like you wouldn't think there was anything special about them, except for they're sitting alone on a shelf in an oddities shop, being propped up or under glass or something. Behind the counter is a very short, kind of hunchbacked old man with long white stringy hair, and he's examining some type of artifact that looks like almost like a Rubik's cube, but in a vertical sense, in that each one just twists along horizontally along the column. Whenever he sees you come in, he says, "Good day, good day. Is there anything I can guide you to today?"
Not really. Kind of looking around, seeing if there's anything that catches my eye, or just I find comfort in the abnormal. Just peaceful browse.
Yeah. He nods and says, I understand that. I do understand that."
Kind of looking around, seeing if there's anything that I think along the journey.
There are a number of very unusual items here. Nothing like this is not like a regular store or like an armory. There are several spears that are propped up against the wall. There are some unusual pieces of plate armor that are just kind of hanging out and doing just sitting about. There is a rapier that is propped up on a pedestal. There is a single coin under a dome of glass being held up by a small little pedestal.
Quite interested about the coin. So, let's look at the rapier.
The rapier is the rapier of the White Dragon. Beyond that, you really can't tell. It's got a what?
Fuck.
Caleb.
Accident.
Mute your ass.
Accident.
It's got like this basket, like this opalescent basket around the handle, and on the blade, it has an etching of a dragon.
What's the name of the coin? What's the plaque for that one?
What's the name?
Yeah.
Oh, the rapier of the White Dragon.
No. Sorry,
The coin.
my audio. The coin.
Oh, that is called the Coin of Malediction.
Coin of Malediction. That sounds very interesting.
You know, Amy? Yep.
Yeah.
And now.
Yes.
Hear anybody?
It says on the small placard in front of it. It says, "Do you dare to choose fate following the flip of a coin?" And what the shopkeeper will explain is that it is said that if you flip the coin and win the toss, you can cast Bane on another person, or if you lose the toss, the Bane goes on to yourself.
Trying to remember what Bane does.
Gives them disadvantage. They roll a d4 on skill and
yeah, it's not necessarily disadvantage,
rolls.
but yeah, you take it whenever you cast it on someone, they have to roll a d4, and that's how much they subtract from whatever roll they happen to be doing at the time. And it lasts for, I forget, I think it's a concentration spell if I remember.
It is. It lasts for like a minute.
Yeah, concentration 1 minute.
I mean, you're just going to be messed up for a minute. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good deal.
That does sound a good deal.
It's a fucking powerful ass spell. It can fuck people up bad.
Huh. How much for the coin?
5,000 gold.
Heist.
I was about to say, I'm going to inspect the case it's in.
I will place my hand on his shoulder and be like, I Keep that one memorized at all times. Do not feel as if you need to provide this for our group.
I understand. I'm going to assume that the rapier is also an exorbitant amount of gold.
The rapier is 2,000.
Damn!
It's not as bad as the coin.
What does it do?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, this guy sells it, but he doesn't always know what his shit does.
I love that.
How does he know it's special then? I ask him that. I ask him, how does he know it's worth the 2,000 if you don't even know what the fuck it is?
He says, well, it's just part of being in the trade.
So it's bullshitting.
There's several other things. There is a quill pen. That is it gives you +1 bonus to intelligence nature checks.
It's one of those monkey's paw things, though. You got to slide it up the shaft of your penis.
Oh my god.
I'm not sounding myself with a quill.
I'm completely what?
Anyway,
What
what
are you
other
doing
things
with
are
that monkey's paw?
James decided he wanted to have a cock ring for a monkey finger.
There is
Using the monkey's paw in conjunction with my brand new pen.
there is a single very old die, a 6-sided die, under a small dome on the counter. And it says, "Your fight or flight will choose your might."
Seems like everything here is almost luck based, or at least the things that interest me.
Yeah,
Could I roll a
TCG looking ass.
Could I roll a
Pokemon
deception check
TCG looking ass.
What do you want
and try to sell him a longsword, but like give it some kind of goofy ass name, like it's fancy or something?
Can we try and fake a special weapon?
Yeah, that way
Yeah.
I can get some money out of him.
He prefers to trade more than buy and sell. So that's, you can use that to your advantage if you
Well,
wish.
Caleb, what's your deception?
+2.
Oh,
my
give that
God.
shit. I got a 7. Anybody got a higher than that?
By the way, the 6-sided die is called the gaming die of the Nightbringer.
God,
Oh, that sounds so cool.
The cleric of the party has a higher deception check than one of our rogues.
Hey,
Is
look,
that
let's not look too far into that.
Look,
I have
deception's
+7 deception and +8 investigation.
Oh, I thought you said a +2 in your deception.
Yeah, I have in my deception a +2.
Plus, I'm
Oh,
not a
you're
cleric
talking
on
about
this one anyway.
My perception is +7.
Perception. Gotcha.
What does Jape have?
Sean,
Oh, God, say
Herpes.
again, sorry?
what's
Maybe a
your
little.
deception?
At the moment, my deception is +7.
Yeah, okay.
I love to lie to people, man. That's how I'm getting all my
So
business.
we're trying to hawk this longsword that Caleb has, that
what
Wheezy
am
Wank
I
Pretorius has. We're trying to say this shit is special when it's not.
Oh, but just shut up, dude. It's incredibly fucking special. He's right there.
Bro,
You
it
mean
is the
special
long
sword. What do you mean
sword
Wheezy's special sword of magic power?
of the
that one that got me
horse.
all those... Oh, bro.
The
Yeah,
horse?
this is worth a lot of money. I mean, let me talk to this guy. What do I have to
If
roll to
you're
convince
on a
this guy?
horse, it does a crazy ass amount of damage.
I'm often on a horse. I'm like the old spice guy of the party. Okay, yeah, dude.
But you have to be riding a horse.
So, hey Patrick, while they're deciding on the best lie for this longsword, can I actually ask the guy if he wants to trade for a piece of that meteorite that fucked up that other town over there?
I thought you were about to ask for a piece of that meat.
He is immediately very interested. He says, "You were able to get a piece of the meteorite free?"
I said, well, not a lot. And I pull out the small sliver I was able to get before that pickaxe broke.
He's still surprised and said, "That's more than I've seen from anyone else." Do you mind if I hold it?
Ooh, I have those berries, by the way. I have two of them, I think.
Go ahead. I hand him the sliver of the meteorite.
He takes it and kind of pulls out an examiner, like a jeweler's monocle, and starts kind of looking at it. He goes, "At first, when you said that, I thought you were lying. But now that I see it is made of the same material,
I want to look up what that's called.
I would say that this would be worth at least 1,000 gold."
1,000 gold.
Oh, it is a monocle.
Yeah. And he says, he goes, "Now I would prefer if we traded instead of sold and bought things. You know, we seem to be men of higher quality. Tell me, what is it that you're interested in here?"
Wait, did he roll high?
No, hold on. I wanna add to that. I'm gonna ask him. What's your take on fluids?
He's sort of drawn back and he goes, "Bodily or otherwise?"
A little bit of both.
Sort of narrows his eyes at you and says, I'm not exactly sure what you mean."
So I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out this vial that I have, and I'll kind of swirl it around and let him know that. What do you think about a vial of illithid blood?
I've had a few in my day. They're not incredibly rare, but they are hard to come by, and they can be used for quite a few things. I think it'd be worth a trade. Maybe a smaller item, or to take a percentage off of a larger item.
Well, tell me what type of percentage, and we can add this into it.
And he says, "Well, tell me what kind of item, and we'll talk."
Well, I'm adding it over here to my friend Socia's concern.
I was hoping to look at this dice or the coin, but you said the meteorite would not be worth as much, so I was thinking might be a better trade for that rapier.
Well, he stops and says, "Wait. You're interested in the dice or the coin? Not the dice and the coin, correct?"
One or the other. I don't wish to take all of your wares.
He says, "Well, I could do one or the other, but I could not do both."
Understandable. Now, what exactly does the dice do? That was the only thing I hadn't learned yet.
He kind of starts giving this spiel about how rare and unusual it is, but you can tell he doesn't know what the fuck it does.
I was about to say, I'm gonna do an insight check on that.
You don't even need an insight check. It's very clear that he is unaware of what it does.
He continues to speak for 5 minutes, not telling you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, pretty much. You're just like,
Can I use investigation on it?
So basically, our election campaigns.
Yes.
Yeah. Investigation would not tell you what it does. You would need to. You would need to have. Yeah, you would need to do an Arcana check or bring it to someone else who is aware of those kinds of magics.
Or identify objects.
I mean, I'll do an Arcana check just for the fuck of it.
Sorry, I've been muted. I've been talking. Did he go for the trade?
He is interested. As soon as Forrest pulled out the shard of the meteorite, he was like,
"Yeah, that's not
drop them pants, baby." He's down. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't he just wants that shard. He does not give a fuck beyond that.
Oh, I forgot I can see people's rolls. I just saw you roll a 6, Caleb.
Yeah, we're not talking about that roll.
Yeah, you do not know what this is.
You guys have Arcana rolls.
This is the kind of item that you could take, and you're in a place where there are plenty of people who could identify it for you. So even though it is rare and it's unusual, it doesn't mean that you won't get to find out what it does.
I think face value, even though the dice has more faces, I think I prefer the coin just for the nice 50-50 fate chance on that. So also the ability, because Bane I can actually target 3 creatures, so I can do Bane to 3 things.
Yeah, the problem is whenever it comes back on you.
It does have a chance of coming back on you, and remember these items could very easily be cursed. This guy does not know, and so they have negative effects possible.
Is this the fact that the dice mentioned my might? I kind of like my might where it's at right now. So I don't want my fight or flight to determine it, so I think I'm still going to go for the coin.
Okay.
If the shard covers the coin, then I'll just take my blood back.
He says, wait. If you're interested in the dice as well, is there anything else you have to trade?
Hey, don't forget we're trying to jip him too.
I have 2 of these berries.
I have a berry, yeah.
Yeah, I still have some of those
Caleb,
berries
what
as well.
race is Quintorius?
Goliath.
What? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're
Racist.
a Goliath.
He sees the berries and he's kind of like, okay, but I don't really deal in perishable things.
Do you have an empty vial?
Quite a few.
May I see one, please?
He kind of looks at you like something's wrong and like hands you a vial. Like, here you go.
I will take out the flask of green potion that we all have, and I will fill it up.
Yeah, that's what I knew was about to happen.
And he looks at it and says, "And what is this?"
Well, as far as that all of us know, since we all have this same liquid, we've never come across it anywhere else. But it does seem to kind of alter your existence in a timeline.
Tell him to drink it.
Please do not drink it right now.
He hears
It's really
Caleb,
a vial of your spit.
He hears Caleb joking about drinking it, and then he sees that Zenthal says, "Do not drink it," and he's very curious now, and he says, "What will happen to me if I do drink it?"
You will be cast backwards in time, 2,000 years, and you may be stuck there for weeks, months, days, hours, years, months.
I want to grab Bane of me and tell him to be very, very quiet saying that.
Doros demands me to at least give this poor soul a warning.
He takes the vial and he looks at it and he goes, "There is no magic that allows for traveling backward in time. This is a silly thing to say."
Didn't say this was magic.
Orange.
Well,
no magic that
you warned
are
him.
aware of, child.
Mm-hmm.
There's a yogurt smoothie.
You should make me one.
Yeah, make me one too.
Drink it.
I can't make smoothies.
Drink it since you can't do it. Since you can't travel time.
Meg makes really good smoothies. It's just true.
Drink that too, Patrick.
I don't think I have anything else interesting other than this.
But I'm like kind of like peer pressuring him now. Drink it then.
Jaw of a Dragonborn from 2,000 years ago. That's the only thing I have in my pack.
I will pull out my holy symbol of Duros and like put it and be like, I am swearing on the name of my god Duros. Do not drink this haphazardly.
Do it.
One of our friends did this and went on a journey that left them disturbed.
Do it.
I'll put my holy symbol back away. It is dangerous.
He kind of looks at you like y'all are all nuts, and then he says, "All right, how's this?" He reaches over and he takes the coin and he hands it to Forrest, and he says, "For the shard," and he holds up the shard, and he looks at John, and then he looks over at the dice and he can see that it's covered in dust. been there for longer than he can remember. And he says, that vial and that illithid blood for the dice. What do you say?
Sounds like we have a deal then.
He reaches over and he throws the dice over to you, and then he uncorks the vial and he swigs back the whole green potion.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ, Caleb. And immediately, as soon as the liquid touches his lips, he and the whole shop disappear. Gone.
The
And
shop?
you guys
We're in the shop.
Everything in the shop is gone. You guys are now on the street. There's nothing around you at all. Except for the coin that Forrest has and the dice that John has to remember the moment. Other than that, everything is gone.
God damn it.
Wasn't even me.
I should have at least put my hands on the rapier before he swung it. But okay.
Oh, yes. I had hoped to try to work out a way to trade for that rapier as well, but the fool decided to drink the potion after I warned him.
For that. I mean, 2 rogues and Dave over here. I think we could probably sneak it.
God, Caleb. You should make it your job to just make weird sound effects.
Motherfucker needs to be on
I mean,
video.
I can dead ass
the
make
variety
it
of the
interesting.
fucking soundboard, man. There's a lot here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, you guys are in the middle of this market, you know, where a building was to you only seconds ago, but now you guys are just kind of in this blank space where there really isn't anything there at all. People are walking and stuff, and everything's disappeared.
Fuck.
What do you guys do?
I keep walking until I find Dumbledore.
I step over to the shop directly next door.
Okay. It's an old man selling fruit.
Sir, how long has this spot been vacant next to you?
He looks at you like you're fucking crazy, and he's like, I've been here for 30 years. That is a road. That is just a place where people walk. Are you blind?
Oh, I've only just arrived. It looked like there might have been a spot here.
No, nothing like
Sorry.
that. Nothing like that. This is a walkway where people go and they come and they buy things. That's what they're here for.
I'm sorry, my old eyes must have deceived me. It looked like a vacant lot. I shall continue on my path.
I want to ask the guy if there are any shops that resemble what we just came out of, so we can scam another guy.
He looks at you like you are crazy, and he's like, there are some oddities around here. I don't know what you're asking for. Are you asking if there are strange shops here? There are plenty of strange shops here. This is a large city.
Can you lead us to one, please?
No, I'm working.
It's working. I think we should find someone to identify our new find.
Very true.
Sir, is there a
I want to flex a gold coin in front of him.
ignore him. Is there an enchanting shop close by, or one that you would preferably recommend?
And he kind of stops for a minute and he says, let me think. Hold on. And he turns around and he kind of starts speaking to his wife in this very unusual language none of you recognize.
For a moment there, I thought you said he turned around and just did like a 360 and told us to go fuck ourselves.
Like the little speaking manager spins in place.
He turns around, then he like turns back to us with like both fucking middle fingers up at us and be like, fuck off.
Like when you ask to speak to the manager and they just turn around, hi, I'm the manager.
Yeah. I am the manager, please fuck off.
He says, yes, there's one called the Educated Tome, and he points you to where it is and kind of says, if If you need help, just ask around. There are many around who will give you direction. It's no big deal. And he sort of kind of goes about his way.
Thank you, sir.
You guys kind of weave through the crowd because there's just a shitload of people. And you guys get there. And when you get in, there's really... it looks like a... If you didn't know better, you would think that it was just a storage place for like parchment and tomes. Like that's all that's there. And there's this small gnome, even small for a gnome. It's a very short fella, and he's behind the counter and he's reading through a book with these glasses on the end of his nose, just kind of minding his own business.
Hello, sir. Might we bother you for a quick moment?
He looks up and he goes, yes, what do you need?
We recently came across some items and we'd like to see if you can identify them for us and make sure there's no ill intent upon them.
He looks at you and says, 50 gold.
Damn.
Just a flat 50.
What?
Yeah, he is not. He like does not give
Like a lot of gold.
It is a lot of gold. It is a lot of money to do this, and he is unapologetic about asking for it. He seems kind of like a dick, to be honest with you.
All right,
Well, considering the material components for that spell,
I wish there was
he's giving you a good deal.
I'll give him
It
that.
costs
I wish there
him
was a bartering
100
stat.
gold every time he casts that spell.
We need to have like a flat bartering stat, like or
There should
skill rather.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I gave him 50.
Okay. He takes the dice. You want it for both items or just one? Boris, do you want him?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do the coin too, just to make sure.
Okay. So he takes both of them, and he kind of walks behind this door in the back, and you kind of hear some fizzing and some weird noises and shit.
You hear some mayonnaise noises.
Yeah, and then a handful of minutes later, he comes back and says, "All right, there's no curses on either one, but they do some very unusual things. The gaming dice of the Nightbringer is an artifact. It's incredibly old. It's made from the bones of an elder dragon.
Oh, fucking righty then.
Yeah, your dexterity ability score contribution to damage is doubled as long as you hold that dice.
Damn.
Yeah,
so if
it
you
is.
like one hand a weapon and have the dice in the other, it's basically like holding two weapons. Is that what I'm getting at?
No, basically, so right now, my dexterity modifier for damage, which is going to be what your plus is, it's a +4. So while I'm holding that, it's
so
a
it'd be
+8. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
is that
very
worth not having two weapons?
It's what you just put it in your pocket, James.
Yeah, and
Oh, I thought it said if it was in your hand.
No, as
No.
long as I have it on me.
It's like
Yeah, you
Oh,
could shove it up your ass and you'd never be rid of it. I mean,
that's insane.
I would just put it on a necklace. I'm not going to shove a dice.
Forrest is over here like, what's with all this ass stuff, man? Just
Yeah,
wear it
well,
on your...
Who's
There's
got
a
like
lot
the
of, like,
highest
rectal
plus
things
in their
going on.
combat stat?
I have a +4 in dex.
+4.
I put it in me bum.
I have
Oh.
a +4 in dex and a +4 in strength.
Wow, well, aren't you fucking special? Holy shit!
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I got
this
one
boy over
+4.
here.
And he hands you the coin back and says exactly what the guy said. It casts you have it's 1d4 unreplenishable bane casts, and each time you cast it, it will either be cast on you or the person you're trying to cast it based on if you win the flip.
That's not.
Ooh.
What is that?
Unreplenishable. It
Yeah,
cannot
so-
be-
No. Like, what is it that does that?
He calls
coin.
the coin,
Or
and
it's
he
coin.
calls heads or tails. If he gets it right, he casts Bane on the target. If he gets it wrong, it's cast on him. But it's only a 1d4, so he'd have to roll a d4 to see how many charges it has.
Right.
That's per day or forever?
Forever.
Forever. It's unreplenishable.
Let's go flip that bitch. Sell
But
it.
I'm relatively sure it doesn't. We do have a bard in the party, correct?
Correct.
Can't he use his ability to kind of boost that to help him out?
That would be Bardic Inspiration. That's only for attack rolls and saving throws.
Ah, well.
Damn.
Oh well.
And skills.
Yeah, I was saying in skills, but my shit was muted.
Also, patches, like, I don't... If these guys are casting Identify to check out these items, that every time they cast that spell, it costs them 100 gold pieces.
Yes, it does. But they have the...
Every time you do Bane?
No. The reason why the people in this city, it doesn't cost them quite as much to cast it is because they have a lot more access to the items, and because they buy in massive quantities. The population of this city is thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I mean, there is a lot of people. Yeah, pretty much. And so it allows for things like that to be lessened because of the number of people and the availability of things.
Surplus of resources, therefore, cost is lowered.
Right. So he passes the savings on to you.
Like way to play Iron Flailing Cleric.
Capitalism has failed this city.
Exactly.
It's that trickle-down economics.
Yeah.
So a bow and aim it at the shopkeeper. Capitalism has failed you.
That would be.
Knowing that, I'll ask him
Hello?
what items he has.
Hey.
Hello. He says, "I don't sell items here. I'm an enchanter."
Oh.
Good sir.
Okay.
He does sell enchantments or disenchantments.
Yeah, do some fucking...
Yeah, but aren't
so we
those
can
like
get some goddamn
thousands
money
of
and start
gold?
enchanting our shit like
They
fucking
are
crazy.
very, very expensive.
Yeah. Like thousands of gold.
Yeah, well, we might have that collectively, but right now we've only got like all of that.
We gotta do some goddamn jobs.
Yeah, man, y'all are
fucking jobs.
Yeah, y'all are doing good, man. I mean, y'all
Stop
are
chasing the main storyline. Do some side quests. Let's go. Get some money.
Hell yeah.
Start rolling these bills.
our word kill.
Well, it is 9. Are we getting to where you guys want to like sort of set off on a quest? And
Well,
that's
you
where
guys
we'll
have.
end it, or
I was gonna do one more thing. I was gonna do Caleb's pet excursion.
Oh, we can do that.
And then you guys can head toward the castle if you wish. So Caleb, is there a certain kind of pet that you want? There are a lot of options.
Since I'm a Goliath,
Yeah,
I want a bear.
You want a bear?
Yeah.
I thought you said gorilla. I was like, wow.
Fuck.
God, that's racist.
How
Because
the
I
fuck
want to
is
ride
that?
the bear, by the way.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You can have whatever you want. I really don't give a shit as long as it's.
I think Caleb. I think you should hold off on deciding what you want and go
Yes.
look at Pinterest.
Yep, I agree with him. I think you should think about it, and then remember, you're not just because you guys are going to the castle doesn't mean y'all are leaving the city. You'll have the opportunity to go looking again if you want. So.
Hey, let's hit this castle.
Do I look up D&D pet on Pinterest? What do I look up?
Yeah, Patrick's probably actually got a fucking folder of them, knowing him.
I don't.
Wow. You feel
Wow.
me?
I already know what I want.
Knowing you, how do you not have, like, a ton of shit like your fucking Vaporeon you had?
Oh,
all
I
that
do
other
have stuff like that. I just don't.
Yeah, well.
It's not what you think it is. It's something. I have folders based on what kind of stuff there. Anyway, that's not the point. You guys can go to the library to go learn more about historical stuff. Guys can try to go talk to Moira if you want. There are a lot of avenues that you guys can go. I mean, you could literally go get a fucking ship and go, go fight a sharktopus in the middle of the ocean.
Well, for now, I'd rather go into the castle.
What say you people?
I'd like to go possibly get some more work. So it's either there. Go check
Well, I guess
out
we're going to the castle is
guards,
Jason's
pretty
main story. You guys want to chase side quests right now?
Well, last time we chased side quests, we got sidetracked by about 2,000 years.
We went to a sideshow carnival, followed Illithid, Carnival Master, and a B-Rex. So
Yeah.
side quests are fun.
And again, you don't know what will happen if you guys drink the potions again. You don't know where you'll end up. So.
As for real, we have the opportunity to do great things.
What if we just sent that shopkeeper to like one of the 9 hells?
Oh,
Look, that was his fault.
He was warned extensively not to drink the goddamn potion, but he did anyways.
Duros, damn him.
Duros gives us gifts twice in our lives. Once at our birth, and once in our death. I think he took his second gift early.
Oh.
Wow, that's dark. Anyway.
Wow, that's dark anyway.
What's the cash at?
Yeah. I need to make some money in case we find a rapier I want.
Let's go. Well, I think that rapier will be forever out of our reach. But
there will be more rapiers.
There will be more rapiers.
This is a very big city. If you guys want to keep looking for shops and stuff, there are plenty of other weird places with equally weird shit that you can buy.
I'm cool with that, but I feel
I'm ready to do some fucking work.
I'm with Duros, man.
Let's go and rough some things up. Who let the dogs out or some shit?
Careful, your age is showing.
So wait, what are you guys going to do? You're going to go straight to the castle? You're going to go do some side stuff?
I'm all down for doing side stuff if everyone else is ready to do some side stuff. I don't think we need to chase down the main story.
Yeah, there's really not a time.
Yeah, let's see if we can find job boards or something going on through the city, because maybe it'll gain us more favor with meeting with Moira.
Yeah, it's true. If we have done things for her people, she will be much more likely to look on us favorably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just love that faint yeah.
Are there pet stores in the city?
Yes, there are pet stores.
Oh,
there are plenty. So if you have something you want to get, like I was telling Caleb, if there's something that you want, it's likely that you can find it. They have a lot of really exotic shit up here. So
pet shop, pet shop, pet shop. Guys, no one. I'm just okay.
Hey, you've got a fresh spliff. Use it.
Oh, that's right.
You want a dire bear as a pet?
You want that shit they ride in the Chronicles of Narnia as a pet?
Is that a thing?
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Golden Compass. My bad.
Man.
Is that a thing?
You want that shit from Golden Compass?
I don't
know.
No,
that's the polar war bear is the one from Golden Compass.
I would need to converse with Garrett about the dire bear situation.
Yeah, just fucking give it to him. Garrett gave me a fucking dire wolf, and then we were fine.
Just
It's not that like I don't know how you would go. I don't know if there are people with dire bears here. Like that's
is magic dog a thing?
No, a war bear.
Yeah, magic.
It's one of those things where like unless you have
every boss and every mob like
I could
30
just
more
stumble
HP
upon
and
it.
we'll be good.
You know what you want? You want to get one of the graboid pets. That's what you really want.
If I give you the stat block for a shark pup,
what's the most guinea pig adjacent pet I can get?
Absolutely. You could literally get a giant guinea pig. I don't care.
Actually, if you want, Patrick, I can send you. This dude sent me a free copy of this monster bestiary he's working on for deep sea creatures and stuff.
Okay.
Giant guinea pig, though.
All right, I found my pet.
There you go, Patches. What you do is you let him have the war bear or the dire bear, whatever he's asking for, and then you just have him do a animal handling check every single time he asks to do anything.
Yeah. And Brackwit's gonna end up having him for a while.
That's your pet, all right. Yeah.
All right, listen.
He has
you
to
can
make
get-
the roll. If he fails, it attacks him.
So hey,
When does it not attack me?
so
Whenever
okay.
you succeed by 5 or more points.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Okay, so if you want a dire bear, you can have one. Jape, if you want a giant guinea pig, you can have one. I found
actually
a
just
stat
sent him a
block
link.
for them as well.
Yeah, I sent him a
Oh my
link for
God,
guinea pigs and where guinea pigs.
I would
Okay, well-
say though, if they're not rangers, they should forego their character's turn if they want to take their pet's turn.
Yes, I agree. I think that is definitely the way we should
Oh,
go
that's
about
chill.
it.
I only
Do
want him
what?
to cuddle. Sorry.
Like
You
you
can
can
only do-
fight.
Yeah,
It
they
just
don't
changes
have
the
to-
flavor of your fighting.
Yeah, if you want to use your pet as a fighter, what in the for frostbitten colossus? No, you cannot have that as a pet. God, Christ.
You're 5 minutes late.
It's a little bit larger than I want for you. Forrest, if you want to do the shark pup, shoot it to me. I have no problem with it at all. And in this city, you definitely could find all of that crap and more. So it's not even strange at all to be able to find stuff like that.
All I know is going on Pinterest and typing in D&D Ranger Pet brings up a lot of furries. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, no,
A
just for
lot of
research purposes,
furries.
what brings it up? Just curious.
Just a lot of furries.
Ranger
Jesus,
pet?
that's a lot of furries.
Oh, Ranger pet. Okay, I won't Google that. Ranger.
Definitely not. Don't have a second tab open right now.
I got it.
Safe search is on, so I don't know if I'm.
Forrest, I like that you sent an image from Overlord as the fucking guinea pig.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's like my favorite anime/book series.
Where's the picture of the guinea pig?
I've still never watched it.
The novels are fucking great. I really
they're
love the
so
novels.
good. I'm on book 11.
Oh, I have all of them so far.
Oh my
I found a
God.
good idea for a pet. Check this one out.
No, ignore everything. Let's go back to that giant guinea pig. Tell me more about what this is. How do I watch this show? What is that?
Overlord.
Overlord?
What is
I've
this?
never
Is
seen
it
it.
actually?
I've never watched
Oh
any of
my
it.
God.
It's one of the ones I
Overlord is extreme weeb shit.
I would kill
My
my
Steam
entire
name is Lord
family
Touch
to
Me.
live in a world with this. Oh my
I was about to
God.
say all of us are pretty extreme weed shit, James. So
I know, but it's my duty to.
That's heaven.
call
That is heaven
weebs.
when you die.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just what
he's
you
a
see.
fucking
he's a
weeb.
giant hamster, is what he is.
That's still amazing. That's what you see when you die.
He
You
is
never
the-
see your family again. You just wake up and there's
Yeah.
a bunch of giant hamsters and guinea pigs around. And that's it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Patrick, I linked a picture of the one that I found for guinea pig.
Is this for an instant pig?
Yes.
a dire platypus. That's what I'm talking about.
Right?
What?
Make coffee, Ace.
Alright. I
Garrett,
gotta
if I ever make a character that's a salamander wearing a wizard's hat and riding a platypus, that's my dream.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, so we're ending on the spot where you guys will be next time. You're going to be going to
The
do
guinea
side
pig store.
quests
Yes.
to go find your
Job boards.
job boards. All right. Good session. I'm glad everybody came and got to enjoy it, get their thousands of pets.